this computer. All right, so let me share the screen, or now you can, I don't have to share. Now all you gotta do is hit share screen, Carla. You remember how we did that, the other practice that? So anytime that you switch in between your, screens, you have to come back out and then go back into share screen to do a different one. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, Mary, we got somebody in the waiting room.
Yeah. Admit.
I did. There we go.
Here she comes.
Now I'm gonna go off camera because I got something going on and while we're doing this, so I don't distract anybody. But
do I say share screen? Do I click share screen?
Yeah, okay. I mean, I'm still going to be here and my mic will be open.
Okay.
Okay. Stop video. There we go. There we go. Yep.
Is that the one? Are we ready?
I think we are.
Okay. All right.
Welcome, Mary.
Hi, Mary. So first off, I just want to thank everybody for coming. So I've prepared a little bit ahead of time, just a few comments, and you can see and read along here. I have an introduction. I just want to go ahead and read this. It says, collage making is not unlike scrapbooking. If you have ever scrapbooked, kept a photo album, or collected memories in any way, you can make a collage. The collages we are making are digital collages. If you know computer basics, you can learn to make a collage. Remember, everyone will have a different skill level. You will make mistakes. It's okay. That is how we learn. I am not that good, but with a lot of practice, trial and error, and some advice here and there, I'm able to make some nice looking edits. I have made some really great ones that I'm proud of, and I've made some real clunkers. You will too. I usually end up laughing later. Years ago, I learned to scrapbook. I knew nothing about it, but when I started going to scraps with my friends, I learned how. Mine never looked like many of the other people there or the teacher because I'm not that artsy, but I learned from my friends and the others there that had skills. And basically I was always more about the pictures rather than all the trappings all around, or what was referred to as the layout. That's where you add all the extras, the bells and whistles. My background in scrapbooking really helped me to learn collage making. I found my own style, and you will too. Remember, there's no way to wrong way to be creative. So I thought a good way to get started would be to just discuss, and there's so many programs out there that you can use. If you just Google, collage making programs and things, you're going to find so many, but I've found over the years that these are the ones that I go back to time and time again, and I use on a daily basis practically. And the first one is it's called XNView. This is a program that my sister discovered many years ago. It's just a little photo editing program. It's a small download, and it does the basics. So if you need to resize, rotate, crop, adjust the brightness, levels, anything like that, it's a really easy go-to program. And if you go to download it, make sure that you do download the classic version. This is the free version. And so this will be available, so you can have the link, and we'll post all this stuff, of course, later. The second one that I use is Capwing, and this is an all-in-one website. It's a huge website. Anything that you can think of that you can make with video or pictures, you're going to be able to use Capwing. And there are free and paid versions available. Now they have, when I first started using Capwing, you could just use it. There were no watermarks. You could use it for free. And then they changed it to where you had free, up to 3 free edits before you got a watermark. And then they changed it just recently to everything has a watermark unless you have the paid program. Now, if you want to make memes, GIFs, video, slideshows, edits, the list goes on and on for this site. If you go to their homepage, it's just a massive list of all the tools they have. But for collage making, you're gonna, once you enter to make a project, it's gonna ask you, I have up here the square, which this is the Instagram. This is making a collage kind of from scratch. And you're gonna, they have different sizes, and you can see like from some of the ladies that I've made book covers for, you know, some are horizontal, some are vertical. So, and this is the square for Instagram. That's going to be the perfect size for Instagram. Now,
Carla,
yes,
the one that you're talking about right now, Mary was mentioning, that's that you're talking about the Capwing, correct?
Capwing, yes.
And all these things that you're talking about are going to be, the links are in the files that we're going to post.
Yes, I'm going to post.
link.
I actually have this document that I'm reading from. I have it uploaded, and I have a link that I can share. I think I sent that link to you, but I will.
Yeah, I think you did. Because I was thinking what we'll do, we can post it when we post the link. That way they'll be together.
Yes. I need to get that. I guess I forgot to do that. Gather up a couple more links.
No, that's fine.
One of the links is the link to this document here. And then once they access this document, because it's kind of big, they can print it out and keep it kind of as a handbook to refer back to. And then I'll try to make, you know, as the class goes along, depending on, you know, what people want to do, what they want to see. Right. You know, I'll try to type up some more documents that they can open and download and keep on their computer or print out.
Okay.
Yeah.
But thank you, ma'am.
So going back to this, like, you could just add pictures. I'm clicking on it, but you can't really click on it. So this over on the left, this is going to be where you add media, your text, all that stuff. And we will, you know, not in this class, but in a future class, we will make a collage together on Capwing. So you'll see all this better, but you can leave it white. You can see there's colors here. You just click on the square and the color you want, and it will turn the color you want. Now, once you get a little more advanced, like on this collage I made recently with Kevin, what I did is I went online and I just typed in dance music backgrounds, and I like this one, so I saved it. I uploaded it. Here's all your media, and I just added it. You just click on it and it adds it to your canvas, and then you just stretch it out on your canvas to where it fits the way you want, and then you just add the pictures. And believe it or not, this is a fairly easy collage to make. This took me like 2 or 3 minutes. It looks complicated because they're stacked like that. That one happened to be easy. You'll be surprised at what you find easy and what you find difficult, you know, and it's different for everybody too. But you will learn kind of all the tricks and stuff like that, kind of you know, how to make it look good, and you know, what people might think took you hours will might be one of your easier ones. So the second collage program that I use that's very simple. Now they have templates. Now excuse me, has templates, but I find Pizzazz, their templates are easier to use. Now, if I'm making from scratch, I prefer Capwing, and you'll find that too. You're going to go back and forth between programs, and a lot of times when I'm making a program or making a collage, I may utilize 2 or 3 programs making one collage because I like different features of each program. Now on Pizzazz, they have pay. It's online. It's not, both Capwing and Pizzazz are online. You don't have to download anything. And it has a lot to offer. It's a lot like Capwing. They have paid and free versions. There's no watermarks. And if you log in, it doesn't charge you to log in. But if you log in like with your Facebook or your Google account, it gives you even more features. I was doing something the other day and I went to add something and it didn't want to let me add it. And I thought, you know, what's going on? It said, log in and you can open up this feature. And I logged in and it did it for me. So what you do is it has a blank canvas, which you can do from scratch, like this one up here. But usually when I'm using this one, I go for the template. And up here, it'll show like your recent things you've worked on. If you're completely done with it, you can delete it, because when you have a free program, they only give you so much space to store your previous items. Now, when you click on the template, it's going to bring up a page that looks like this, and it's going to say free, 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 free. And those are all the ones you can use for free. If you scroll down more, you can see the paid ones. And over here, you can choose landscape, portrait, tall, square. Square is going to be what you're probably going to want to use for Instagram. And then down here, they have different templates that you can use for holidays. They have some that are in shapes of hearts. So you'll have like a heart, and then you can put a picture in the heart or whatever. Now, once you choose the template you want to use, you're going to see a screen like this. And you can see here, it just says, click here to add photo. That's literally all you do. So you're going to click to add the photo, and a window will pop up, and it will ask you, do you want to add the photo from your computer? Or it will also store pictures that you've already uploaded. So if there's a picture, like, you know, oh, I've uploaded this picture before, I've used this picture before, you can just go in there and just choose uploaded, previously uploaded, and click on it. You'll see it and it'll add it. And then you can, once you put it in here, you can kind of move it around a little bit, like maybe his, you know, it might show where his forehead's, you know, right here, and you have to scoot it down. But it's fairly simple to do. You just click and drag it down. Now, this program I love, because if you've ever tried to take the background away from a photo, I know you see a lot of collages where it's just the person or whatever, and there's no background, and it's put on their own background. This program will do it for you, and you will never again have to, I don't know if you've ever tried to remove the background by hand. You have to like kind of trace around like that and make sure that when you take away the background, you're not taking away the side of their face or taking their ear off. This does it in one click. You just upload the picture and boom, it does it. Now, say I uploaded this picture, and where it's a little bit darker down here, it didn't get all of it. Now you can choose like a brush size and kind of fine tune it and go in and let's say, you know, I'm going to take a little bit more of that gray off the side of his leg, you know, and fine tune it that way. It also lets you, if you wanted to add a different background, it will give you the option of adding, like if I wanted to put him on a purple background, I could click purple and he'd be on a purple background. And you can even upload your own background. If you had a background that you really liked, you can upload it and it'll put it on there. And we will play with this program in a future class as well. While you're doing that, there's a little thing that says, a button that says do even more with your photo, and you can click on it and it'll take you to another website with all kinds of things to do. And this is the result. You can see he's completely off the gray background in this photo. Now, if you have a photo, it's another great program, one-click program. It will, I've not explored this, but it's supposed to remove the background too. And it's got a couple different things you can do. What I use it for is removing unwanted objects or watermarks from your photo. So if you do have one of those free programs and it puts a watermark on there that you don't want, or if there's, you know, somebody making a goofy face in the background of your picture and you don't want it there, go to this website, upload your photo, and with a magic wand, it will take that item away. In this screen capture, it was taken from television broadcast. So you can see it has Hallmark written in the corner. It gives you a brush size. You'll have a dot, and you can adjust how big you want that dot. And once you get the dot, you just take it like a paintbrush and you just go swipe over the unwanted item. And I don't know if you can tell, it's kind of got some little magic stars going on there. And it's working. And then it will automatically take that hallmark away. Now, like, that didn't bother me so much, but like Sherry, I made a collage for her and she didn't like the hallmark being there. So I could come here and take that off for her. Now this program is another free program that you can use. When we go to it, you'll be able to read this a little better. It's everything that it does. You can also visit it before our next class if you want to. It's called Online Image Editor, and I use it because I like the way that it adds text and borders to my photos. So I might make a photo collage in one of the other programs, and then I take that finished collage and I will upload it here, and I will add my borders and things like that and my text, just because I like the way that it looks. You can also do other things with it. You can merge photos, blend photos. You can make a collage from scratch. I don't like their method of it. It's a little confusing to me. It's not as user friendly, I don't think. You can also add some magic things to it. You can add glitter, stars, and things, and make GIFs and just make your photo pop that way too with this program. And you can see here where I added a black border to this collage. And here's where I added glitters. You just go up here. I think you click the animate tab and it'll say like add glitter or whatever. And you have to, it's a little bit of a learning curve to it. And I still don't get it, but you click on the color that you want glittered. I wanted to make the black border glitter. So I clicked on the black border and chose black glitter. And since the dancers were black, it glittered the dancers too, because it'll say replace color. So it replaced everything that was black. So, but it looks good. I like the dancers glittered like that. So I thought it looked good. And I put a little glitter in his hair where it was dark. So he's at the disco in that one. And then this one I like because this one, it's a phone app. It's really made to be used on your phone, but I found the website for it And I like to do everything on my big desktop so I can see everything well. This you can add, you can like can make people look cartoon like, or that, I mean, that's one of the things, or they look kind of like a painting, or I mean, there you could turn them into black and white, vintage looking. They don't have a good search on the version on the website, but if you use it on your phone, like what I do is if I need to search, I filter, I'll do it on my phone and then send the link to myself, and then open it on the computer. But like if I was looking for a black and white and I couldn't find it, I might go to my phone and type in black and white, go to the app on my phone, and it'd bring up all the black and white filters. And it does, like for the holidays, like some of the fall stuff that I did, like it even has calendars where you can put the picture and it makes a little calendar. It just has hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. I just, and also what I like about it is, like, sometimes I'll have a screen capture that, just didn't come out very well. I don't like the lighting. I've tried to fix the graininess, whatever, and I just can't get it right. Sometimes if you upload it here, it will, makes it look more like a cartoony or painting or whatever, and it takes that away and it makes it look better. And then I feel like I can use it. So here's where I uploaded a picture of Kevin, and then applied the filter. So you can see the difference. Here's the regular photo, and then here's the after the filter was applied. So if you're wanting to get really creative, you can do different things with this. Like you can do different, you want to do an all black and white one or whatever. And some of those other programs will let you like change the, to black and white and sepia and stuff like this. But I really like this when it makes everything look very artsy. And another program that I use a lot is just my phone. A lot of people, if you just look at your phone, it will automatically make a collage for you. I use an Android phone. It's kind of an older phone now. It's a Samsung J3 something. So I'm not familiar. I use the Samsung Android. I'm not familiar with the iPhones, but what I do, like here, I've gone into my photo gallery. This is a photo. It makes folders for me. So this is my Messenger Lite folder. As you can see, me and my friend Michelle and Sherry and another friend I have, Debbie, we're always passing along pictures of Kevin. So I don't know what that's all about. We're 13.
Mine is for my research for my book.
Oh yes, that's what you keep telling yourself, Deb.
No, it really
Sherry.
is. It really is.
He's
young enough to be my son. I'm sorry.
He's if I was a teen mom, he's young enough to be my son.
Well, considering that my oldest is 4 years younger than him, and I had her when I was 23.
He was born on my 16th birthday.
Oh my goodness. Anyway,
back to business. So, my sister told me once, she looked at my phone and she's like, "Oh my gosh, Carla, if you ever have a car wreck, they're just going to assume he's your gangsta kin because you don't have any other pictures on here." I'm like, yeah, they'll be calling him. They'll be looking for him. Who's this guy? Anyway, so you got the 3 little dots. Everybody's familiar with the 3 dots. And if you click the 3 dots, or I think you just click on a photo and I forget. But when you get, you get this and you can you just select the photos that you want. And then you're going to click these 3 dots. And it'll bring up a menu like this. This is what it does on my phone. And I'm probably something similar on most phones. And it'll say create collage. I mean, I can even automatically make a GIF too. So you create collage. And once you do that, it'll bring up this where it's automatic. If you like it, click save, you're good. If you don't like that layout, here's more layouts over here. Now, these controls, they don't really tell you what they are until you click on them. And sometimes you'll click on it and be like, ah, what happened? You just got to play with it because, like I said, it just doesn't, like in a program on your computer, it just doesn't explain like what each of these little things are. You kind of have to just click on them and play with them to figure out what they are. And when you do, you can change this frame color, you can change the frame size, you can add text. But there's not a lot of other features besides that, but you do get an easy way to make a collage that way. And this I discovered about a year ago. I didn't know my desktop could do this. Now I use Windows. So I don't know about like Apple computers. But so I went into, we've all got these folders with pictures in them. So if you go in to one of your folders that has pictures, you're gonna, which is what I've got right here, open a folder. Oops. And then you're just going to click on one picture. You're going to open it. Oh. And when you open that picture, it's going to bring up all the pictures in that folder and probably even more, because like it'll have like right down here, it says like by date, some of the pictures. That's just how it did it on my computer. And you can kind of scroll down and you just, you put your press your control key, pick at least 7 pictures. That's just the way this program does it. I don't know why 7. It doesn't let you do less. It has to be at least 7. So you pick 7 pictures. And this is how I merge pictures. I don't even know how people do that. I haven't figured that out, but I was playing one day with this and lo and behold, it did it for me. So once you click the 7 photos that you want, you're going to see a little tab up here. It's way up here. You can't hardly see it. It says create. And when you do that, it's going to bring up this where it says auto collage. Once you do that, you can pick the orientation and the size. It only gives you 2 orientations and 2 sizes, I believe. So you just click on the one you want. And when you do that, it's going to bring up this dialog box. It just wants you to name it. So you can name it. And once you name it, click save. And a little thing that, has the progress bar will come up and it's real fast. It goes, zoop, and then you have a collage. You have an auto collage just like that. And so that's the programs that I use the most. Now, there are a few other programs that I use from time to time. I have them bookmarked, but these are just the ones that I use the most and like the most. And going forward, each class, I hope that we can learn and I can pass along different aspects and the knowledge I have of collage making. And we'll try to learn the new effects and steps to this in each class. And I think the best way to learn is visually, step by step. As they say, Rome was not built in a day. And I didn't learn this overnight, certainly. I'm still learning every day. And there's always more out there to know. And, there's always new programs that come along and you're always learning. So my goal is to teach what I know, and that certainly is limited. So I hope maybe that because, you know, I only have limited knowledge, that maybe I can pull some other people in and have them share their knowledge as well, hopefully going forward. I mean, this is so much fun. And I mean, it's like people that do puzzles or knit or whatever, it can be very cathartic. You know, and you know, when you have, like I said in here, I said, you know, when you've got a subject like Kevin, you know, you can't go wrong. I mean, it can't, you know, how can it not be anything but fun? And you know, you also learn to you might, when we laugh about it and say, you know, we're doing this, you know, with Kevin and everything, but going forward, you know, you may use him to learn, but then you can turn this around and you know, keep lasting memories of your family as well. And as we go along, you know, ask questions. Don't be afraid to, you know, ask. The worst that can happen is you're told no. Now my sister and I had a website like 20 years ago, and we started doing some of this stuff, and there's just people out there that don't want to share their knowledge or their material. Just know that they're out there. Personally, I think it's more fun to share. It's more satisfying. I believe sharing is caring. And, you know, wrapping this part up, if, you know, in the future, whatever anybody wants to go over, wants to learn, please let me know. If I don't know, we're going to try to find somebody who does know. And we'll just see, you know, I'm not sure going forward how many classes, you know, we'll do. We'll just kind of play it by ear and see how many we need. So that part is over. So I thought tonight we'd make our first collage. So Sherry, what do I do now?
Okay, if you have another folder, say if you have something like another screen you need to go to, you need to stop sharing the screen and then
Okay.
go back into share screen
Okay.
and then click on the next screen that you
Okay.
need that's on your desktop.
All right. Okay. Well, it's not there yet. I need to bring it up. Yes.
Carla, something that we might want to learn is where to get the pictures from.
Okay. What okay, what I do is I make a lot of my captures, and I used to have a website. I have a bunch of pictures uploaded. Now, one of the sites that I had so many of my pictures uploaded is getting ready to go out of business. So a lot of my links, I can share those links to. Any pictures, screen captures I have, you guys can have. If you don't find it online from the links that I'll post later, let me know if you need a screen capture. If you can tell me, you know, it was season 8, episode 3. It's the scene where Nathan jumps on Nathan or Newton and takes off in a hurry. I'm like, okay, I kind of know where you're at. I'll make it for you. No problem.
When the second class you're wanting to do is teaching how to do screen captures?
I think taking screen captures and that kind of thing would be a whole nother class.
Well, that's what I was saying. Isn't that something that you want to
in the future? I think that would be a whole nother class. Right now, I think we just need to concentrate on making the collages. Most of the time people get pictures when you scroll through Facebook and Instagram. People just save the pictures. If you do, you guys all know how to right click and save image?
Yeah.
That's what most people do.
Or another place is actually Hallmark photo releases.
Absolutely. And I can bring
where
that.
You should get the original.
I will bring that up if you guys let me. I have that. Let me bring that up for you guys. Let me go back here. There we go. Okay, share screen. Okay, can you guys see this one? This is the you could go to the actual Hallmark site, hallmark.com, and click on you know, the When Calls the Heart tab and get pictures that way. But if you go to Crown Media Press, as the show is airing, they will bring out new pictures from every episode. So here's season 9. You go to Crown Media Press. I will include this link too. I think this link is specific to season 9, but once you get to season 9, there is a drop down and you can go through every season. So say season 9, episode 12, it'll say, see, it says 9-0. That's for season 9. And then the 012 is episode 12. Now, I have tried to register for this website several times. If you register and they accept you and you log in, you could download the full version of these pictures. But I'm just going to click on view more images. Here's all the images that they have given us for the episode. So this picture here, even though you can't click on it and make it bigger, if you right click on it, save image as, you can save it wherever you want to save it on your computer. Save. I think it's saved in my downloads. There it is. There it is. And I mean, it's a good size. It's plenty big enough to play around with.
Carla, Eileen mentioned about, and I started to say this too, about she screenshots and saves on Pinterest. I do that too. Pinterest is also good, a good place to find pictures.
Yes, it is. Yes, I've saved pictures. You can also just go to Google, type in Nathan Grant, and there's going to be pictures pop up. Now, sometimes you can't save an image. And what I do is I hit that print screen on your keyboard. I'll have to take a picture of it and upload that for you guys too. But there's a button on most keyboards that says print screen. Now, like I was using a Chromebook from the library, they did not, and it was small, so there was not a print screen button. But I looked it up, and there you had to hold down like the control and then another button, and it automatically took a screenshot. So, and I will get into that later into another class, but that's another way to get pictures too, if you can't download them. This site also, like you can read like the credit sheet and different things like that. They will give you information about each episode. So it's Hallmark, the regular hallmark.com website, crownmediapress.com. I'll put all these, I'll gather all these links up and make a new document and upload those for you guys. But let's see, can I move this at all? Yeah. So we'll go back to Pizzap. So I have pictures to give you guys. How can I do that? Can I go in a chat and upload pictures, send pictures?
Yeah, I mean, you can't, I don't know, like,
Pictures that they can use so we can make a collage.
you can, I would just kind of pick a couple, and if you want to do that, just to, or maybe just kind of like do some generic ones.
Well, I have a folder ready full of
Oh, okay,
like
yeah,
20
just,
pictures they can choose from.
yeah, just like you did when you sent me the pictures of the other stuff you shared with me in the past.
Yeah.
Just try that and see.
Okay.
We probably should have practiced that when we did it, when I run through.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay, I got 20 pictures here. Is it letting me do it? It's gonna make me do it one at a time. I'll just,
mm.
and then you guys have to click on it and save it. Can everybody see that first one I did?
I don't know. I can see it. Okay, so it looks like if I click it, it saves it onto my computer.
Yeah, they want to save it to the computer.
Yeah,
Click to open and
but
then,
if somebody, the thing too, though, is if somebody was gonna do this on their phone, it would, might be a little different to do that, but
I know I got to figure out a way like to get people the class materials before class starts.
yeah. Well, we can, I have a few ideas about that.
Okay. Well, I can sit, can everybody get these pictures for tonight?
Mm.
Do you know?
Mary, are you able to get them? I think you're muted, Mary. You can unmute. Melissa, are either any of you?
Sorry, I had to find how to get back to where we were.
Oh,
I'm
Um,
I'm trying.
Yeah, let me see if it worked when I saved it.
That's where I'm at too. I made a new folder for Carlos pictures. Yes, I got it.
Okay.
one thing I,
Okay,
when I,
so-
oh, we have some Lillian's here. We just got somebody else in. One thing that I usually try to do when, like I save something is I try to name it something that I will remember so that I don't have like this long name
Mhm.
thing on my, like if I download like a dress I'm using in my story, I'll be like, red dress, front, back, whatever. So it'll make it kind of easy for you.
It was only showing me one picture. Are they coming one picture at a time?
Yeah, she's
Yes.
having to do
I
it.
think
one
I've sent
picture.
4 or
Okay.
5 now.
Okay.
I would just leave it at that, Carla, and then we can give them only because you don't, like, I don't know how long, we have, you want to have.
Mhm.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Once I get them uploaded, then I can show them, they'll all have them up here.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can. Here's some I've already uploaded.
So I've got 4 from you. Is that correct?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go back to home. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and go because I think I've got enough uploaded that we can, you guys have some, and then I think there's some uploaded to this program. So we're gonna do the one with the template. So we're gonna go Collage Maker. Is everybody on Pizzap right now?
Would I?
Okay.
Okay.
If you go, let me cancel. Go to pizap.com and we'll make a collage together. And then that'll be the class for tonight. Let me know when everybody's there.
So we just need to click on try for free.
Yes.
Mhm.
Then it wants us to sign up with Facebook, Google, Twitter, or
Yeah,
email.
just log in with your Facebook or your
It'll just say it'll just use, so what'll happen is it'll automatically just use your whatever.
yeah,
you
you're
want.
not
You have to set up
actually
another one.
signing up for anything. It's just so you can.
I'll just use my email.
I think the first
guess.
time
Yeah.
I wasn't even logged in the other day and it asked me to. So I mean, I was in the middle of a collage, so I don't know
Yeah.
why it did that.
The other thing too is, if it may take them out like where they can't see, Carla, so,
Mhm.
just know that if you're on a different screen, you'll still be able to hear the thing. You just won't be able to see everybody, but you'll be able to hear what's going on if you're working. But
Or as I said, you hit the little minimize button. For me, it goes to a small square and it shows the speaker. It shows
yeah,
color shared screen in the corner, and I can work on the Pizzap site.
yeah.
Just let me know when you guys want me to go ahead and move on.
I'm ready.
Good. Is everybody else ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So what we're gonna do, if everybody's on Pizzap, we're gonna go Collage Maker. We can go Square, but the first one is pretty much the same thing. We'll just click on this one. It's free. Can everybody see this? Did everybody get to this point?
Not yet.
Or did I go too fast?
I
I can go
had
back.
to
I'm not finding
save
that one.
again. Just,
Okay, we'll go back.
just you have to tell us the location so we can.
Right up
Okay, good.
here, it says Collage Maker.
Got
If you're
that.
on Pizzap,
Yeah,
go to the
got
top
that.
where all these circles are. It says Collage Maker. You go to the top.
No,
Okay.
no. When you get to the collage shapes, you need to tell us
Okay.
which one.
Okay.
More
So I'm
easy.
going to click Collage Maker. Any of these that say free, you
Mhm.
can use, or you can go over here and say tall landscape square. It's gonna, that's what Facebook or Instagram uses. But
So is Square what
these
we're doing?
already are pretty much
Laid out.
square,
Yeah.
but we can click on Square. I'm gonna pick this one right here.
Tell us since we can't see the screen when we're doing this, tell us how far, which
Yeah.
row.
Yeah.
Oh,
Column
it's
and
the
row.
1, 2, 3rd row, second from the last one. But
Okay,
it doesn't
got
really
it.
matter. You can pick
I
which
mean, you
one
can
you
pick
want.
any of them and just.
Yeah, any of them
just
that say
gonna pop
free.
and click pictures in there.
Yeah, because
Okay.
it's
Whatever
that
you like,
simple.
you like.
Okay.
All right. Did everybody pick a template?
Yep.
Okay. So we'll start here. It says click to add photo. So this one's kind of long, so you might want to pick a photo that kind of is going to fit there. You don't always have to. You can adjust it, but okay. So if you have the picture, if you want to choose it from your computer, you're going to click computer. But I've got some pictures uploaded. This one should fit in there pretty good. So I'm going to click on it. And
Mhm.
see his head's kind of cut off. You're just going to take your mouse and you're just going to pull him down till you see how you like it.
So we don't have your uploaded pictures. It didn't
Oh,
say that we
okay.
had access to those, so we're going to have to go with the
Oh,
4
that's
that
right.
you
You wouldn't.
had.
Okay. So I'm going to say replace. I'm going to say click computer.
You might want to do the uploaded images because that's probably what they're gonna have, huh? No, maybe not.
Yeah, but it's in my account, not theirs. So
Okay.
they can't see them.
Oh,
So
So
we're going to have to figure a way for them to have all of the material before class starts that they're going to need to make a collage.
mhm.
Like when you're in Sunday school or school, or art class, I'll cut out all the material, so to speak, all the supplies that they need. It's just that they're digital supplies.
okay.
And then I have to put it in a place where they can access it and save it to their computer. You guys might want to make a folder on your computer that says collage class, And you
I've got
store all
Carla's
your
photos
pictures in
already.
there. And then between now and our next class, I will upload all those links to pictures, and you guys can go and just save pictures till your heart's content. If there's something you want that you don't see, let me know. I may have it. I don't have everything uploaded that I've made. So if you say, I need, such and such a scene, Nathan doing whatever, I may say, I've not uploaded that, but I do have that in a folder, and I will get that. I'll email it to you, or I'll send it to you. I'll make sure you have it. Or if I don't have it, and like it's season 8, episode 3, Nathan walking down the street, I can get out my handy dandy DVDs and I will make a screen capture for you of it.
But we can use our own pictures, right? We can
Yeah.
upload whatever pictures.
Mhm.
we
Yes,
want.
you can upload
Yeah.
whatever pictures you
Yeah.
want. So I'm going to start over because I was talking a lot. So we're just this is the most simple way you'll ever make a collage is when you just click, say computer,
Mhm.
and then you're just going to you're just going to browse. Mine went automatically back to this folder because I was in this folder a while ago. So I'm just going to pick a picture that I think looks good there. So you guys can do this along with me if you want. So we'll just pick this one,
Mm.
and I'm going to just take my mouse and drag it down so his head's not sticking out.
Can you shrink it so that you still see the boots and everything?
Yeah, that would be where you would probably, I think you can.
Either that or like.
You can also do it with spacing.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Sometimes will help.
Or like if you're gonna pick like a.
That's
certain
what I
frame,
would,
like pick
that's
one that's
when
got, like, a
I
long-
would go back. I'm sorry, Sherry, I talked over you. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. I was just mentioning that you could, when you pick a frame, if you know you're gonna have one that's a long one like that, then maybe go with one that has like a long frame and then maybe some
Yeah,
smaller
I
ones on
mean,
the
it's
side.
not, they're not always gonna fit all the way.
No.
But you can, this is where I use the X in View little program. That's what I got open now.
Okay.
So I'll let me see if I can show you that real quick. Sometimes you could crop,
Yeah.
like maybe you just wanted to show that much.
Mm-hmm.
Then you
Okay.
can hit crop, and there's that. If you want to make sure he's all in there, there's a way. This is what I do. This is why I love X in View. You can go in, you can say resize, and let's resize him by
Right.
75% and see what it looks like. And I will show you the ins and outs of this program someday too. Now see, that's smaller. We can save it. I'm just going to say rename it 50%, or we did 75%, 75. And let's see if it fits better. Replace. I mean, it still may not fit
Mm-hmm.
perfect. And that's where we would go back and make it even smaller.
Mm-hmm.
It was saved in this one. There he is.
Hey, beautiful. You've got a text message.
There you see a
But if-
little bit more of his boots, but maybe we should have went a little smaller. But
Right.
if you go small, if you go too small,
Yeah, it's not
save it,
gonna,
it's gonna be pixelated because it's gonna stretch.
right, right. So,
So
maybe-
I mean, I'm sure there's a way to do it. I just may not know how to do it.
yeah.
So okay. So I mean, and if you don't say you want, well, I wanted to see his boots. Let's see if there's a picture that I can get in there. You can go back and choose a different picture that maybe you can see his boots. Let's see if we see. I don't think we're going to see more of his boots here, but we can see. Well, that one's even less. So
Mhm.
you just, sometimes you just got to play around with it. So, you know, well, I'm just going to put it back. And so
Okay.
now we're gonna, you know, you don't have to go this way. You can go whatever way you want.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you just click here and then computer or uploaded images. You can
Mhm.
even go on the internet and
I get
search
stuck
images.
images.
You can go to Facebook and search images.
That's good.
So let's just go, I'm just going to go back to my computer. It's kind of a squarish looking kind of picture. Well, let's see if this one works. I'm going to scoot him over. That's not too bad.
Put him a little bit down
Yeah,
Can
it
you-
won't let me go down. Yeah, it's not letting me pull it any more down.
because maybe that's the picture,
Yeah.
how you saved your picture.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, when you're doing it from scratch, like on the cap wing that we talked about earlier,
Mhm.
you're not going to have the same constraints maybe that you
Mhm.
have with a predetermined template. And if you don't like this layout,
Yeah.
you can change it.
Right.
You know, maybe you know, one of these other free templates would fit those pictures better. You
And I
know?
have a question.
Yes.
The one I was doing, one of the pictures is one I had saved, but the red in his coat is more orange than the rest of the pictures in the collage.
Uh-huh.
Is there a way to change that red? to be-
Now, if you go back to home, there's once you put it in here, you can't. I mean, there's filters. You can go to filter, and there's like auto fix and stuff like that, light fix, colors. But you can also, if you go back to home, there's photo editor. Like if you know one of the pictures, it looks a little different, the red, you can try to like that one that looks a little orange. I'm going to open it up.
So I probably
Photo
could change
editor,
it.
photo editor.
So would it
and
have
then
been better if
bring
I
the
changed
picture
it on
in.
my own computer first?
Yeah, well, you just go back to the home page. If you go back to home, one of the features on this site is photo editor. That's going to let you fix photos.
Mhm.
So you would click on that, bring in the picture.
But you have to fix it or edit it before you put
Yeah,
it in.
I would. Yeah.
Right.
If you know ahead of time that,
Right.
you know, and so here's where you can kind of
Right.
like, here's the red, you could adjust the reds, stuff like
Mhm.
that. And then there's other programs online too that
Mhm.
are editing, and we can talk about some of those in a future class. So
I saw that you have in there the ability to put a background.
yes, and we'll do that too in a future class.
Okay.
Change the background of an actual picture.
Like for example, but you do that in your own picture or after you upload it into the collage?
You would do
like
it before.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll go back to this one, and then you're ready for another picture.
Now, are you able to save these then down to your computer?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. So I'm just gonna click this one.
Mhm.
Like that. And then we're going to add another. It's kind of a tall picture. I kind of like this one. He's got his mustache, but I kind of like it. It's pretty good. All right. So now, say we're happy with this, but we don't want a white frame. Say we want a different frame. We're going to see that where it says it's white. I'm going to click on that. And here's your color palette.
Mhm.
And say
Can
you
you
want
do-
red.
Can you do no frame?
I think you can. I think,
I thought you had it before. I love the no frame. Uh-huh.
why is
Should
it
be
not letting
here.
me cancel? Okay. We'll go back to white.
Mhm.
If you do the spacing all the way to the left, it takes it
Mhm.
away.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Mhm.
So that's
love
something I didn't
this.
even know. I just figured that out just now with you.
Mhm.
So you can, we'll put
So
the
the
frame,
spacing gives you the
the width. Yeah,
width,
if you
yeah.
say you want it really big,
Right,
you can have it.
right.
I'll just put it back width like that. And then you can change the color. Say we want it to match a surge, and then say okay.
Mhm.
And then you can also round the corners, and you do this with the slider.
Oh, that's
Say
interesting.
you have a background image. Hang on a second. I'm going to cancel that. I'm going to go to uploaded images.
Mhm.
Like here's a background I used on a, I use these as background images. Here's like a birthday one. Some hearts. If you want, let's say red hearts, we want to put red hearts. You can't kind of see the red hearts, so you can always do that by spacing
Right.
like that. So I'm going to delete the background so I can show you again. We'll do it again. So you go up here, add background. You can add it from your computer, or if there's one you've already uploaded that you like. Go to uploaded images. Scroll through the one you want. Hearts. And then you can change the spacing. If you don't like that background image, you can come up here and say delete. And here's some other background images. Maybe I'll see if I like one of those better. Let's see if this one works. Not really.
So let me ask you a question. See the first picture, right? It's all white. But the other ones have backgrounds, or can we add
It's
it
just
back?
because, this one was a promotional picture, that they take.
Get it.
before the
So
season,
can
yeah.
you add a background first to that picture so that
Yes, I was going to teach that in a different class, but I can show you real quick.
okay.
Let me move this. What I would do is go to a program we talked about earlier called Remove Background. I'm going to upload image. There, it took the background away.
Oh, cool.
Now you're going to go edit.
And
No, just click edit.
oh, that's great.
Now you can pick any of these backgrounds. Like here's snow. There he is in the snow. Or you can go up here. You can upload your own background. If you had a background on your computer that you wanted to use, I don't think I have one. I have them on my computer. I just don't have one I can go to real quick. Or if you just want it to be a color, you go to color. Have a color palette, or you can choose one of these they've already got. And say you want to put him on, a black background. And then you just click download image. And it saves to your download folder. So we'll go to the and you can just click out of that. Go to your download folder. There it is.
Such a handsome man.
I know. It looks good on black too. Good.
It doesn't matter what color you put on him.
It doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter. We could put him on crazy green. Yeah. So that's that. But yeah, I was gonna go over all of this, you know,
That's
but
good.
yeah, because it's a lot to learn in one class. I learned, like, I found all these different programs, like, over time, over years, just playing around and constant Google searches and all of that. So let me move this back up.
Carla,
Yeah,
do you ever use Canva or something like that?
I have to ask somebody who is experienced in that, because I cannot figure it out.
Okay,
So
Garden
if that's
Hardy
something
uses
you
it all
guys
the
are
time.
interested in Canva, I will have to reach out to someone who knows how to use Canva and have them help me.
Yeah, the
Garden
times
Hardy
I've
uses
looked
it
at
all the
it,
time.
So if you guys, any of those things that you guys want to learn like that, if you could just, you can, I'm just Carla Strasser on Facebook and Instagram. You can email me at thehardyanalyzers@gmail.com. You can leave a comment. You can contact Sherry. Anything like that. Just make a list of the things you want to learn, programs you want to explore. And if I don't have the answers for you, I will reach out. I've got 3 ladies in mind that I need to reach out to hopefully help us with this class. And hopefully maybe I'll find even more, because certainly I don't have all the knowledge as far as this goes. This is, people do amazing things with these edits, and I would certainly love to know more, because you get to where, I don't want to call it a rut, but you find your style. That's why I'm always constantly on the Facebook page saying, please post your collages, because people are going to get tired of seeing just the ones I make. I make a certain style, and if you see, like, I think she pronounces her name Stina, but it looks like Stein. She has a different style.
Yes.
Sonia has a different style. The girl that was working with us, she's a teenager, but sometimes would post. She was working with us a little bit. Allie, she has a different style when she posts hers. And so, people are going to get, if I'm the only one posting these collages, they're going to get tired of everything that I do. You want variety. So, I'm
Carla,
going to reach out to everybody that I can to, and then as far as like, I know like the holidays and everything's coming up and everybody's going to be busy, but if this is something that people are enjoying and want to learn, after the collage making class, we definitely can do a series on screen capture. We can do a series on video editing, and anything else you're interested in, please reach out to us and let us know. And if we don't have that knowledge, maybe we can help find somebody who does, because I know this is, people really enjoy this. And, you see these and you're like, man, I wish I knew how to do that. That's kind of how I got into it, is because, 20 years ago, my sister and I, we kind of bonded a little bit watching Young and the Restless. And then we got a storyline we liked, kind of like Nathan and Elizabeth. And so somebody made a video, and my sister's like, man, I wish I could make a video like that. And I'm like, yeah, me too. So she just got to playing around with it. She's like, I want to learn how to make videos. And lo and behold, she taught herself how to make a video that she taught me. And then we started doing all this stuff back then. So, a lot of it I learned from her, just because she sat down and said one day, I love that. I want to do it too. So, and I just, back then when I looked at it, I thought, well, I could never do that. I could never learn that. But my sister, she was like, I want to learn it, so I'm going to teach myself. And then once she learned it, I was like, well, if she can learn it, I guess she can teach it to me. So here we are 20 years later. But yeah, anything you guys are interested in, please let us know.
Carla,
So,
how
yeah.
to put type across the pictures like on a book cover?
Can you put what?
How to put type
Oh, type.
across,
Okay.
across a
So
photo?
This
For a book
program,
cover.
I don't particularly like the way they do text, but so that's why I use that other program I told you about, the online photo editor. I like their text better, but if you want to add text in this program, you would hit the T for text. And you can even put like little bubbles on this one. Like, you could put,
Oh, that's cute.
Oh, yeah.
you could put, hey, Eileen, how's it shaking? If you want. Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah. But if you just want to text, you type your text, you just text and,
Handsome guy.
yeah.
May I make a suggestion?
Yeah.
Because it's something that, having worked with this before,
Mhm.
bugs me when I see it. But having worked on the yearbook staff in high school,
Mhm.
like with the collage you just made,
Mhm.
if you were able to switch the two corner pictures, the more, not the longer ones, but the more landscape,
Mhm.
Mhm,
it's best to make the pictures where they're facing in rather
mhm.
than
Mhm.
out.
Yeah. So
So,
that he's looking this way.
so everything's looking
So that
toward the
yeah.
center.
So this one, like this one's looking in. So if I chose another picture where instead of him looking this direction,
No,
he's
you just
looking-
flip this too, she's saying. Just flip
Yeah,
the one.
you could flip the picture, or you could switch those
Right.
to each
Oh,
corner.
like
Switch them,
I
yeah,
think yeah, like that.
right.
Oh, you can do that in one click?
Yeah, I just pulled it down.
That's pretty cool. Okay,
Right, so,
Yeah. So
Yeah.
this one, and you can
it's more
come over
aesthetically
here and choose your
pleasing, so,
script.
yeah.
They even have one
yeah,
called
I like the
Channel,
font.
and that is Hallmark. That is actually Hallmark's font.
Which one?
This one called Channel,
Okay.
that's
mhm.
Hallmark's font. And so that's too big. So you can
You should be
do
able
it
to,
here.
yeah.
I don't know, you just got to play with it to where it fits. And then you can go down like that too.
Mm. Mhm.
Like that.
Mhm.
I don't, it always comes out so opaque looking. I don't, and it's all the way up, but so I usually, oh, how do I get rid of it? Delete. So I usually, like at this point, if it was me, I would go up here and click save. And then you name it. And then if you had a paid, you could save it high quality or custom.
Mhm.
Free, they just give you the one option. Save to computer. It does give you the option to save straight to one of these social media sites as well.
Mhm.
If you're done, you can say closed and then go back to your downloads. And there's your collage. And at this point, what I would do would be, let me,
Carla, I think you need to stop sharing and then choose something else to share, or
sharing what?
your screen.
Share
Okay,
your
so now we're
screen.
here. we're
Yeah, I
seeing-
just,
you
yeah,
switched it.
I'm just gonna use this window to, I'm just gonna show how I put text on there. I go to this website because I like,
Image editor.
I like the way they do their text stands out better. So I'm just gonna browse for, there it is, open. And like I could put, because it's white and red, if I wanted to put red, some white around it and make a double, make it double, like a double border.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've got even, and now I have to click apply. Sometimes if you don't click apply, then you lose everything. It drives me crazy. But then you go up here to where it says text.
Mhm.
It says types text here, but don't worry about that. It'll change.
Oh.
And then you just put your text like handsome. Or put enter Nathan. And then you can choose your text here. Or you can, that little hourglass, well, it's not an hourglass, but it looks like a little funnel.
Mhm.
Then you can see the fonts
Mhm.
and you can click on different ones. Like your fonts, you can, if you know how to do it. Oh, I'm not logged in. But if you're logged in and you've uploaded a font, if you know how to do that, then you can use your own fonts too. I like this font, so I'm just going
Me
to use
too.
it.
Mhm.
And then that's not gonna, white on white's not gonna stand out. So we'll just go red. That's a little too big. Each program does it a little different. So this one does it by numbers. So 60 is too big. So let's go 45.
And you like this program better because the
I like the text better on this one. So I was telling them earlier, like, I might utilize 2 or 3 different programs making one collage because I like the text on this one. I use this one because I wanted to use that template, but I don't like their text. So I just saved it and uploaded it, loaded it here. If you, I mean, you can even, like, if you wanted to, you could make this white and then you have to come down here. I will talk more about this program later and it will out, like, let's see, let's do blue so it shows up. Stroke width, it'll outline it.
Yeah, you still have to play with it. Yeah. They have a
Yeah,
lot of features. Yeah.
right. And then it say, oh, I don't like the outline blue. I don't need an outline at all. Just go back to 0. So, and then what I do with my text, my collages is, oh, so we want to put apply. You always, with this program, hit apply before you move on. Like I said, I don't mind sharing, but when you're doing it for your group and you want to take ownership, like I'll make a collage and I don't care who shares it, where they post it, if they save it, what they do with, I don't care. But I want people to know that I made that collage. So I will wait the Hardy analyzers. And I usually use about 30 or 35 for, that's kind of like your watermark.
Well, it takes a long time to put it together and to use your creative.
It depends. Like,
well, it's gonna take me a long time the first time.
Oh, it takes
first
practice.
time for sure.
It takes practice. I tell you. I don't know why it's not bringing back the text. Where did text go?
If you know how to use PowerPoint, you could also upload it in PowerPoint and do text there as well.
I don't know why it's not doing that. Took it away. Took away the wrong one. But anyway, we'll do it again. There we go. And then I would put it, usually I put it further down, but sometimes you have to change the color or put it where it'll show up. Usually I put it like that.
That's good.
And then I'll put apply. But when you guys start doing this, then you got, you have to start uploading your sharing them on our Facebook page of the Hardy Analyzers. Because I need people to post. So this one's done. unless you wanted to add something else, like, I don't know. And then you just go up and you just go save, and you think that's it, but it's not. You got to click this folder, and you'd think clicking that folder would bring down like where you want to save it, but it doesn't. It just saves it in your downloads.
Mhm.
Hey, beautiful.
And there it
You've got a
is.
text message.
And sometimes what I do, like, see, it has its like like where they named it. I will rename it.
Mhm.
And like, see, I have another version here that doesn't have the border and everything. So I'll save it like,
We're not seeing what you're seeing.
oh, you're not?
No.
Now remember, whenever you have to like,
I thought I did. How long have you guys not been seeing what I'm doing?
Oh, just when you went out to save it.
Oh,
So we saw you click the folder
oh, okay.
and
Okay. No, I don't. Hang on a second. Here we go. Okay, now can you see it?
We see your folder and what you have. in
Okay.
it.
Okay, here's where that last program saved it into my download folder. And
Okay.
see how they named it some weird, just a
Yeah.
bunch of letters and numbers. Like, I'll save it, I'll rename it
Okay.
something like, handsome
Mhm.
Nathan. Sometimes I'll say borders. Borders and text.
Okay.
Or I'll add final. So I know that's the one I want to post. And then that tells me that's the one I'm done. That's my final product. That just makes it easier to find for me.
Mhm.
But yeah. And that's how you make one on Pizzap. So has anybody got any questions then, or want me to show you anything else? Or
this is really helpful even for just what I post for Sunday Night Surge and
Right.
using like I was using photo quote on my phone. So some on my phone, but to do everything on my laptop will be easier.
yeah,
And to save things and just
yeah. So
between the two, it's helpful for me.
what would so next week I was thinking about showing you how to make one on Capwing, but is there something that you would like to see before we head to Capwing? Like, do you want to see explore saving pictures or remove background, or one of these programs I showed you, one of these other programs? Or I mean, is there like anything before we get to that point that you would like to see so that we get everything covered?
Maybe
Before?
removing background.
The what? Remove background?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So next week we can start out with remove background.
And kind of like how to edit a single picture,
Okay.
so maybe next week's class should just kind of be on like editing itself.
Right, just one picture. And
So what I would
can you add
suggest,
animation to the pictures?
animation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I would say that's a little bit advanced and you might want to
Okay.
wait on that.
It's okay. It's okay.
Because
I just wanted to-
some
Yeah.
of it, like, I'm still learning on that end too. So, let me,
Will it be the same time next week?
so you
I
said
won't
the
be-
photo editing, okay?
Mhm.
So, what I would suggest, if you guys are able, is to download that XNView that I use so frequently. That's so easy to crop photos with and stuff. I think that would be a good place to start. But that is a download. And in the meantime, I'll look and see which online ones we could look at too next week that does the same thing. But if you can download the XNView, let me see. Now, can I just go to XNView right now, or do I have to stop share?
You have to stop share if you're going to another, if you're gonna
Okay.
go someplace else, you need to stop share.
Okay,
and
let me
then
go to
where you want.
XNView download then. Okay. All right, so this is CNET. Ah. If you go to the actual XNView site, a lot of times it will make you download a version. It tried to charge me for it, and it's always, XNView is supposed to always be free. But if you go to XNView Classic, it will,
Can you spell that?
it's XNVIEW and then Classic. And I can
Okay.
copy. There is the link. And I will gather all these links up too, and make sure you guys have them. And there's one other place I think would be safe to download it from. This is CNET. Let me go to that screen. I'll be right back. Oh, that's the latest version. I would just stick with the CNET. I'm pretty sure that's going to be your best bet. And it doesn't take long to download it. It's pretty simple. It's just, click, 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 and you're done. So I
Okay.
can show you that. Let me I'll share.
Do you download it every time you use it, or you
No,
just
you
leave
just
on your
download it
computer?
once, just download
Okay.
it once to your computer. And like I said, it's a small program. Here it is. Can you see, guys see my screen?
No,
No.
No, okay. I thought I hit this button. Where is my screen? There we go. All right, can you guys see my screen now?
Mhm.
Okay, so this is XMV where I've downloaded it,
mm-hmm,
and it's a very small program. It doesn't take up much space on your computer. When I open it, I don't like all this. It's clutter to me. So I go up here to this browser and I right click and I close. And then you're just left with this. It's simple. So you just, and like I said, this doesn't do a lot of fancy stuff. It does the basic stuff. So I'm gonna open this picture. And I
I
can
love
just,
that picture.
what's that?
That's my favorite picture.
Yeah.
Everybody knows me.
Yeah. Yeah. And then let's see. So you can go, a lot of things are under image in this site, in this program. Say we wanted to resize it. My sister taught me how to do this. So it's easier to just do the custom instead of messing with the inches width and the whatever. And so if you want it smaller, you can't really make it bigger, but you can make it smaller. And I mean, there's things you can do on here. I just don't know how to do them. And you can always like go to YouTube and stuff and they'll show you. So if you pick 25%, it's going to do that.
Ooh.
You know, oh, that's too small. You just go up to edit, say undo. Let's see, you can adjust.
75%, right?
Yeah, you can adjust the brightness. I'm not
Well, I
going
like
to, 'cause
that.
it doesn't need it really, but
Mm.
let's see. Sometimes you'll have a dark picture and brightness, you just doesn't get it. Sometimes if you pick normalize, it'll brighten it. I'll have to find a dark picture to show you that with. Wait a minute, I didn't want to do that. Where is that? Oh, under map,
mm-hmm.
you can go over here. It'll make it look like a negative, normalize, solarize, posterize. That's like, you know, like that. If you're using it for, I don't know, but whatever. I hardly ever use that, but go back to image map. You go all the way down. It says sepia.
Right.
It's going to give you that old timey. You can adjust the sepia too. Like that's a little browner because you put a little more color back into it. So we'll just say cancel. This is why I like this program because you can just do it so quickly. You can convert to gray. Usually I go like 16 or 32 dither. I don't even know what that means, but sometimes you can see the difference, the graininess or whatever. It just does it so quick, you know. You can rotate it, flip it, resize it. You can add a watermark. You can do red eye correction. You can add text with this one.
This one seems to be easier and simpler to use.
It's easy, yeah. So if you do text, just go add text. You write your text in this little box. You can choose your alignment. And then you can choose whether you want a back color or an outline. And then when you want the font, you can choose the font. You click choose. There's your font. So you just choose your font. I think yeah, down here's where right here's the sizes. You can make it regular, italic, bold. Let's see. Now you can, now if you're making lots of screen captures and you got them and they're like this big and you make them smaller, like if they're grainy and you've got them this big, if you make them this big, it takes the grain out. So if you got like 50 of them and you don't want to do it one at a time, it'll do a whole batch of them. This does not have a lot of effects, but here's the effects I use that has drop shadow, 3D border. You do a 3D border, I'll show you what it does. I'll make it real big so you can see. You just scoot the thing over, click apply to image. Okay. It makes a beveled edge.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
That's good.
Tools is more like if you have a screen capture device installed in your computer, you can do screen capture. Slideshow, I don't really do a whole lot on this one. I'm not really sure what all you can do with that. I've never really done much with it. I don't think it does really that much. I think you can just like
You should say you have multiple pictures and then it slides them for you.
Yeah, it'll put them into the slide, and then you might be able to save it. I'm not sure.
And then you pick the timing, you know, if you want
yeah.
it slowly or faster.
Yeah. And then there's the batch processing.
I don't know what that is.
That's when you do more than one picture at once. Like if you want to resize like 50 pictures and you know you want them all to be sized down 50%. Then instead of doing them all one at a time, you can. I'll be right back. I got to go check on a little person.
Uh-oh.
That doesn't sound good.
No, it's her dog.
Oh,
She's got a little Chihuahua, Frankie. So
Frankie.
yes. So Lillian, how did you fare?
I'm sorry, what?
How did you fare today? With
Fare
Nicole?
as
Did
far
you guys
as what?
get anything? Did you guys get
I
any?
got what?
With Nicole, did you guys get any part of that storm?
Oh, I see. Well, I live in South Florida and the storm really was supposed to hit a little bit north of us, and it did hit north of us. So yesterday we had wind, rain, but we're so accustomed to these storms. It's just, so when they don't really come straight at you or straight at us, of course, you never know because, you know, they change in the last minute and they could change, but they have it so down pat as to how to project them and how to, you know, give you like advice as to where it's coming. So I was okay. Yeah, most people were okay. And it was a category, it was a 1, so it wasn't that much of a devastation. The storm that hit the West Coast was really bad. I mean, we have clients in the West Coast and there's a lot going on over there still.
Yeah, we had because I live up in Jacksonville, and we had a lot of wind. There's a lot of flooding right now. But
it is.
Yeah. Yeah, storm surge, and they're actually they're actually worrying about tomorrow night or tonight's tide, the high tide coming in, because it's already we're still dealing with the aftermath of flooding aftermath from Ian, because we got the St. John's River, the Black Creek and all that. So anyway, Carla's back.
Yep, I'm back. There was just one other thing I wanted to, when you're cropping with this one, it's real easy too, because you can crop, like it doesn't constrain you as bad, like give you a box and make you stay in this box. You just take your mouse and you just push your button down and you just make your own box, and you can literally do wherever you want or make it however you want. So once you get it framed the way you want, then this little thing highlights that says crop. You just click it.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then if you don't like it, you just go back up and say edit, undo. And you know, you can go back and you know,
Mhm.
Get your arrow and say, I want it more like this. I'm gonna put his arm back. I'm gonna go to the post, the other side now. Yeah, that's better,
Mhm.
you know. And then when you're done, you would just say, oh, I like it. You just go up, save, give it a new name because you don't want to replace your original picture.
Mhm.
So like, this is the name of the original picture. So I would probably write crop, enter, and it's saved.
So if you cropped a picture
Mhm.
and you saved it crop,
Mhm.
if you back up again, you can't undo the cropping, right? It's whatever you edited.
Right.
after
So that's why you
saved
don't
it.
want to, that's why you can change it up here. You can go up to edit and say undo.
Oh, after
But
you
once you've
saved it.
saved it, you can't undo it.
Okay, all right.
That's
got
why you
That's
don't want to
yeah.
replace your original image.
it.
You
Okay.
once you crop it and you save it,
Mhm.
give it a new
Mhm.
name. Like I kept the original name, but I added crop so that it did not, you can see here, here's the
Yep.
original, here's the crop.
Mhm. Mhm.
So yeah. Is there anything else? I think that's about my knowledge of X and View, but
Yeah.
Probably when we post pictures, we probably want to credit the original as
I
Hallmark
know I
Media.
forget to do that all the time, but most
me too.
people, yeah, they'll be like photo credit, you know,
Yeah,
Hallmark or whatever.
I don't think it's
Crown
too big
Media.
of a deal in our groups, but
Mhm.
when you're in a more public place like Instagram or sharing some places, but I
Yeah.
think in our own groups, I don't think
Mhm.
there's
Yeah.
too big of a deal because we know.
Right. And it's always nice. Like, if you if you make an edit and one of the pictures you use is somebody else's edit and you use it in your edit, like let me stop here. Let me think. I gotta find one. Oh, my computer. Okay. Okay, you see this collage? I
Mhm.
saved it and I don't even know. I forget now who I saved it from. I think
Oh.
Stina, maybe. I don't know. I forget because I didn't save it to use it. I saved it to,
For you.
I saved it to tease somebody with. But anyway. Like if I took this collage and put it as part of another collage that I made, I would want to say, I'd want to give her credit as well, like,
Right.
That I used her collage in my collage, but which is, I've done that before, so, use somebody else's stuff like that. And usually if you have their permission, they don't care, if somebody talked to you, they don't care. You can use their stuff that they've made, and part of your stuff. And they just say, yeah, give me a shout out, and they're good. So.
Well, we probably should wrap this up because it's not.
Yeah, it's been about 2 hours.
Well, no, it's 9:15, so we're.
Yeah. close to 2
Almost there.
hours. Yeah.
But, so I guess, you and Melissa can figure out like when you want to do the next class. And it could get announced. And I'll post this on the site.
I would,
tomorrow.
hopefully we could kind of keep it, Thursdays,
Okay, Mary
just to keep
said, Mary said-
consistency.
Mary
But
said Tuesday would work better for her.
who?
With Mary.
Oh,
Yeah, I
Uh,
think
could
I
do
heard somebody say Thursday wasn't good for them for next week.
Does
um,
Tuesday work for you or no?
I can do Tuesday.